are now tuned in to Flint After Dark, Flint, Michigan's #1 online podcast show. Make sure that you follow us on all social media platforms. Speak for the Streets, ENT. Make sure that you follow the homie Terrence Sales on Facebook at Terrence Sales. And make sure that y'all stay locked into the #1 podcast in Flint, Flint After Dark. Speak for the streets, baby. Flint After Dark. Speak for the streets. Flint After Dark. Now rocking with Terrence. You're now rocking with Terrence Sale on Flint's #1 online podcast, Flint After Dark. We speak for the streets.
It's your boy, Terrence Sales, a.k.a. Mr. Speak for the Streets, a.k.a. Big T, and you locked in to the #1 podcast in Flint, Michigan, Flint After Dark. We speak for the streets.
I'm from Flint, F-L-I-N-T. Fight like it's no tomorrow, motherfucker.
Hey.
What it do, man?
Yo, say it ain't so. I sit back, I wait. You know what I'm saying?
What, how it go on? Sugar and salt. If you don't get off, it ain't our fault.
Sugar, salt and salt. You don't get off, it ain't our fault. Violate that like button while y'all coming in.
Violate the like button. There it is.
Violate that like button.
Hey, guess what today is, huh?
Your 5th anniversary.
5th anniversary, man.
You know what the number 5 represents?
Ago.
What the 5 represent?
No, what it represent, huh?
New beginnings.
Man. Been a long journey. It's been a long journey up.
Yeah, straight up, you know what I'm saying? And we understand the demonstration of, man, you know, you got to guard yourself at all costs, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, and we'll talk off the phone on that tip. You know what I'm saying? But glad to be in the house of Flint After Dark with my boy Terrence Sales, known as the Snowman.
Hey, they tried to ban the snowman. Man, they tried to ban him out. Man, they tried to ban the snowman. They thought they sabotaged We the Ones and Flint After Dark by messing with my equipment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I always keep one egg in the basket somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
I can't help because you the clip master. It is what it is. Like the cut creator, you the cut creator of the podcast system.
Man, call me the cut master.
Creator. You don't be playing with that shit. Yeah, but shout out to all the ones after dark, man, and you know. We understand what time it is, man. I've been sitting back reading the mail while everybody else politicking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that transpired since the last time we was on here,
and I've been reading the mail.
There's a lot of things that transpired, man.
Man, I've been reading the mail. Yeah,
man.
Flint, man. Wherever you go, it's an octopus in the water, and he got his hands in everything.
He got his hands in everything, man.
Nickelbag ain't playing, but he is playing with the residents.
You know what Unc said E-May said a long time ago. He gave Neely his kudos. He was like, one thing Neely can do, he can play politics.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Unc said that. That. You know what I'm saying?
He said that. And Eric taught him that.
Eric taught him that. Right.
Eric taught him that.
Absolutely. What's up, little mama? What's up, No Nine? What's up, T from the D?
Hey, y'all, T from the D, little mama. Y'all, welcome to the chat, because I know it been so long, but we ain't gone.
No, we took a little vacation, man. Then
it's been hot, but when it ain't been hot for black folks, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, little mama, T from the D, they tried to ban the snowman. No name. They tried to ban the snow. They can't ban the snowman though, man. They better know that shit. You know what I'm saying? But
so what we going with?
What's been going on your neck of the woods, huh?
Well, you know, man, uh, just being a daddy and staying out the way. And like I say, I've
Right,
been reading the mail while they politicking. You know what
right,
I'm saying?
right,
And
right,
I'm
right, right.
both for Beverly Big, third ward.
Man, absolutely. Hold on,
You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying?
Hold on.
Yeah.
It's getting crunch time too, huh?
It's
It's
crunch
getting
time.
crunch time. Yeah, it's crunch
Boots on the
time.
ground.
Yeah, boots on the ground. Hold on. That's right, bro. Miss Beverly Beasley. Oh, matter of fact, I
Straight up.
got a new one. Hold on. I made her a new one today. Tell me how you tell me if you like it.
Right, right, right.
Hold on, hold on. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. I got a new one. I got a new one for my auntie. Hold
Yeah.
on. It's dope too. Hold on.
Oh, you don't be.
I got a new one for my auntie. Hold on. Got a new one for my auntie. Both Beverly Beans Levy, y'all. But we
Yeah.
got look, I'm glad you
Straight
brought
up.
that up. I'm glad you brought that up early. Let me tell y'all something, right? This coming from me. Third ward, I'm talking to you, third ward. Everybody want Miss Beverly Beans in office. I know we do. But don't take that lady LaShawn Johnson, she a threat. Because I'm gonna tell y'all why she a threat, right? Because they she only lost by 3 votes.
But
And
let's
she only lost by 3 votes and she working, man. Every time I turn around I see her doing something. She finna get them I ain't gonna get a spot because I ain't finna give her too much juice. She finna get some kids some free lunches and stuff like that. She working, man. And
yeah, well she got the machine. She got the machine behind her.
yeah, there you go. That was another thing I was gonna say. She
And
got
she
that
from the
machine.
hood.
She
And
got
she
that
from the
machine behind
hood.
her.
And
And
she
yo,
from the
and
hood.
she from the hood, yo. And she from the
Yeah.
hood,
So,
though. You
my
know what I'm saying?
thing, like I told her, if I hadn't voted for Bell, I would have voted for LaShawn. You know what I'm saying? But being you with Neely, I know you with Neely. You could tell me to overlay for nothing. I know you with him.
Hey, she
That's the
can say,
only reason. But that
hey,
ain't got
hey,
nothing to do with you as a
hey,
person.
she keeps saying all day long she ain't with Neely. We know she with Neely.
Well,
You
that's
know
the
what I'm saying?
overplay for the underlay.
Mm-hmm.
Trump told him 2 weeks. What he do? Bam. You know what I'm saying?
Ah, man, we gonna get to all that.
Yeah, it's the overlay
Thanks,
for the
little
underlay.
mom. Thanks, little mama, for the $20 super chat. Thanks, little mama.
Amen.
Um, um,
But like I told her,
um,
it ain't got nothing to do with her personally as a person. I like her as a person, but it's
yeah.
just who you standing with.
You
You know
stay
what I'm
right. Who
saying?
you stay
You know what
right?
I'm saying?
And who?
But
It ain't just who she's standing with, it's who she going against too. She going against
yeah,
our Miss Beverly Biggs Levy. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
But
That's flat out. You know what I'm
only reason she doing that is because of nickel bag. You know what I'm saying?
saying? Yeah,
You ain't jump in the arena when it first started. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Nickelback trying to get that fifth vote. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't want to be recalled.
Yeah.
He don't want to be in an investigation. He don't want none of that. He don't want to be. And believe me, brother, them 3 letter boys, them alphabet boys,
Yes,
not
sir.
friend brother in-laws. We talking about the real alphabet boys.
Right. Not that friends and in-law stuff. Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
My thing, and like I told her, I wouldn't have no right with Nilly if he did right by the residents, but you ain't did by the residents as a whole. You know what I'm saying? You give the people a portion of pie that you want to, but you ain't fed the residents nothing.
Hey, Auntie Sherry in the house. Yeah.
Hey, Sherry,
Um.
how you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man, I'm telling you, man. I don't want the people to just say Miss Beverly got in the bag because
no,
that
no,
lady
you got to get
dangerous,
boots
man. I'm
on the
telling y'all,
ground.
I ain't worried about AC Dumas. I ain't. He did his potential. He maxed out his potential in that primary. I ain't
Wait,
worried about him. I'm worried about LaShawn, man.
well,
You
you
know
can
what
look
I'm
at it from this point. He got the concerned pastor with him. They got their congregations with him. You know what I'm saying? And see, he moving. He one thing doing is that he moving in silence. You know what I'm saying? He ain't coming to city council meeting. He ain't getting on the microphone. He moving in silence. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, everybody from Flint that support Beverly Biggs, we got to get boots on the ground. We got to smother this third ward for real.
Man, listen, I'm gonna tell you, man. I talked to Miss Bell off the record the other day. I I think I kind of gave her the blueprint. I hope she follow it because to my far as knocking on doors because I got her back on social media. But as far as out on the street, I tried to give her a little blueprint. I had did a little research, and I hope she followed through because every vote count right now. And
Yeah.
and she got to get some new. She got to bring some people that ain't even registered. Got to get them registered and get them to vote for her, man. That's how. And if she do that blueprint, she will win. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because LaShawn dangerous, man. I'm gonna keep saying it. I've been saying it.
Well,
And
like I said,
usually this is what I usually say. Hold on. Let me say this right quick. On there, I'm gonna give you a flow. I usually say a write-in is a spoiler or they ain't got a snowball chance in hell. But this write-in, she got a chance because she was so close. Huh? What you gotta say, huh?
yeah, and then not only that, you got you got 21 Savage over there splitting the vote. You dig what I'm saying? And then it is what it is. Then you got Duma splitting the vote when everybody. And
Yeah,
then you got
yeah,
I like and I bad as I like Mary Weaver, but she already know. That friends
right,
and brother-in-law shit should be
yeah.
seen. We need new blood in there. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh yeah, absolutely.
LaShawn is new blood, but she working with enemies. She working with the
You,
same thing that holding
hey,
the residents
you just
down.
said the key. You just said the key word. We need new blood. Usually, you know how they say we need some young blood. We just need new blood, whether it's
Yeah,
young or old. Whether it's young or
and
old, we just need some new blood going through there, man.
and,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
I
And
thank God for her car done got shot. You know,
man,
tires
she
flattened.
done went through so
It,
much,
it's
man.
like it's
Miss
like
Bad
she
done went
it's
through
like
so
she
much.
beef it's like she beefing or something. You know what I'm saying? Why
Yeah,
they coming at her like that?
like she gang banging or
This
something. You
ain't no
know what I'm saying?
happenstance. This is all by design. And I'm just glad she believe in God and ain't wicked. You know what I mean? Cause believe me, she got a spade hand over there that can't get wicked. But she trusting God with this thing. And my thing is, um, it's just sad that black folk come against black folk. But it's like I told Shed, it's just like the slave days. You had black slave trying to catch the runaway slave to give him back to the slave master. So if you look at Neely playbook, he looking like a shadow government in the back for wanting to be
Yep,
up under emergency management. Cause he
yep.
trying to take us in the rut. How you giving this? But Judy said 8 9 months ago the opera fund's gone. So how everybody coming? You want
Man.
opera funds? You want opera
Yeah,
funds? You want opera
they
funds?
get that's like that invisible dope they tried to compete you with. You know what I'm saying? The invisible opera farms. You know
Same
what I'm
thing.
saying? You know what I'm
Same
saying?
thing. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
shout out to my auntie, man, standing on the front line today down at that rally in
Yeah.
front of the county. She was the only candidate out there, the only, you know what I'm saying, out there. She's standing on the front line. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
In front of the
she
county
on
jail.
that
Shout out.
side.
Shout out.
She on that side, and you could tell. I mean, I know how to play poker. Know how to play chess, checkers. You know what I'm saying? You know a flute from a flute, euchre. You know what I'm saying? You know when you got the best hand, dirty hearts. You know when you got the best hand, what hand you in. You know what I'm saying? Cause if LaShawn Johnson can go to the city hall, why she ain't come over there? That part. I sit back. I
Exactly.
wait.
Exactly. Oh, hey, hold on. Let me give a moment out to my man. I don't know if you knew, dude, man,
I know,
Kirk
Kurt.
Johnson.
Yeah, man.
Listen.
Oh
Let me
my
tell you
God,
about
boy,
Kirk. Let me
that
tell you
boy
about
can
Kirk,
cook.
though.
That
Uncle,
boy,
let me tell you my testimony. Let me tell you my testimony.
I heard you
So,
told me. Go ahead.
so this dude right here, that everybody don't know though. So this dude right here, y'all know. I had a catering
Rest in
company,
peace.
Flatboy Style Barbecue, right? So this dude right here, I used to always buy barbecue from him. I was always pull up on him. He knew I was in the street. I ain't never tell him I was in the street, but he sensed it. He's like big homie. He used to always tell me. He said, "Man, you could the same way you out in the streets, you can slang ribs the same way." Every time I came to him, he used to tell me the same thing, right?
He'll drop a nugget
And
on you.
yeah, he dropped a nugget on me. And
Yeah, he
he
was a good
inspired
dude.
me in 2015. I said, you know what? Enough is enough. I walked away from the streets. I walked away from the game. and I went and invested. I bought me a grill for 1,700.
You bought that pit.
I bought
That's
me
a
a
pit.
grill. I bought
That's
me
a
a
good
grill for
a
1,700.
Godzilla
Went down to the D and picked it up. And I came back and I was slanging. You know what I'm saying? I was
pit.
slinging ribs like I was slinging that yayo.
That
And
part.
man, I owed it all to him. And then I ran back into him years later. And I said, man, you know what? He got Smoking Jay's barbecue
Yeah.
over in the small mall over there on South
Yeah.
Side. And I
Good
said,
food.
man, you inspired me, man. He gave me a hug, man. We cried. And you know what I'm saying, man? Man,
He's
R.I.P.
a
to him
good
and his
dude.
family, man.
Him and his wife, they had a good family. That was a family thing too. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's a
Correct.
good dude, man. I'm gonna tell you why, right? He gave me my first advertising dollar. I made my first advertising commercial for him. I told him I called him and I told him what I was doing. And he said, "Come on with it, big homie." And I said, man, just give me $50, Kurt. I got you. Man, when I got to him, after I met him, he said, man, you know I ain't gonna give you no 50. He gave me 100 and a slab of ribs. He said, man, I appreciate you, man, for leaving them streets alone. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Man,
That
that's a good dude, man.
that was like some young thug gave little baby that
Little
money
baby,
to
yeah,
get
that
out the street.
20,000, that
To
20,000
get
get off the
to get
street.
out the
Yeah, there
street.
you go. Same
Now he
type of shit,
now he
man.
a millionaire.
Same
Yeah.
type of stuff, man.
Like
That's a good dude, man.
yeah, Kurt was a good
Kurt was a
dude.
good dude, man.
I was shot behind that. But there's another thing, man. Us as black men and black women, we got to keep ourselves checked up from the top of our head to the soles of our feet. We got to go. We can't be scared to go to the doctor. You know what I'm saying? If it's a situation, you want to catch it beforehand. If it is, but if it ain't, you want to keep up on your health because
Hey,
health. You get money, but your health deteriorated. What you gonna do?
hey,
You can't do nothing.
health is wealth, man. Health is
Health
wealth.
is wealth.
Hey,
Yeah,
yeah, hey,
straight up.
thanks T from the D for that 1999 super chat. Hey man, y'all violate that button, that like button. You know, everybody send y'all boy $1, man. Send $1. All my people send me $1 to cash out, man, for the anniversary, man.
And we
You know what I'm
appreciate
saying?
it.
$1. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So we turn the corner.
To the cash out, man. For the 20, I said 25th. Woo, I mean 5th anniversary. I started this y'all when I was everybody was in the house during the pandemic and I was bored. And I asked my lady, I said, I said, what's a podcast? I didn't even know what a podcast was, huh?
Right.
And I told her, I said, pull me a podcast program and put it in my computer. Cause I'm so ignorant to it. I ain't really computer savvy yet. And my lady put it in there. It got me started. Shit, just from there on, I've been running my mouth. You know what I'm
And
saying?
yeah,
And but
and prayers out to Sister Savage, man. That's just a bad
man,
situation.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Remy, man.
Yeah,
And she go through what she going through, man. They
yeah,
said
we got
she ain't. I talked to her yesterday. She ain't got no feeling in her right leg, man. She got to learn how to walk. It's like a 6-month program they putting her in. She got to learn how to walk all over again, man.
I'm,
You know what
and
I'm saying?
that's Clarissa's cousin.
Man, I don't know. I seen some foul stuff. Carissa put out today. I don't care who get mad at me. It was a post. I should have screenshotted it. It said this is exactly what it said. It said to fake like you paralyzed is diabolical. And she was
Uh,
talking. She was talking. Yeah, that was foul, man.
she in the Neely camp.
I don't know what's going on with them, man.
She
I
in the
don't know.
Neely. Call the spade a spade. She in the Neely camp.
There you go. There it
Because
is. You
for
know what
you
I'm
not
saying?
to be there, and see what you see, because see when they slammed on the ground and she hit her head, that hit her head, that nerve, they messed that nerve up. That
Listen,
nerve run all the way down your body. You know what I'm saying?
before before her head hit the ground, it hit that wall.
Yep, that's
So
what I'm saying. Yep.
it was a double thump. Hold on, let me see. Can I
So
pull it up?
I don't
Hold on.
I don't know what the fuck Clarissa looking at. She looking at the wrong script.
Man, they looking at the wrong shit.
I don't appreciate
Yeah.
her saying that shit, but I
Man.
already know
Yeah.
she friends with Nilly, when you
Yep.
get money, a lot of people when they get money, they try to get on the political side of things, but really
Oh,
they on the wrong side.
I already got it in here. No, hold on. Let's take it from the top. Okay. So look,
She
hey.
She was saying
double hit. Look at that. We're gonna bring it back. Hold on.
when
I'm
she snapped,
gonna put
she
this.
telling her the handcuff too tight. Then
Yeah, because she was agitated when she jerked away. That's when
right
dog tossed her over. He trying to
and
say
body.
they trying to say he trying to say she kicked him. Her feet
She
did not
didn't
leave the
kick
ground.
him. She
Her
did not
feet did
kick
not
him.
leave the ground until he tossed her to the ground.
She
You
didn't
know what
kick
I'm
him.
saying?
She just jerked away because she was telling her the handcuff too tight.
Look, right there. She jerked away, agitated, because police are agitators.
He
Look,
grabbed her.
boom, boom. Oh, okay. Her head hit the wall last. Okay,
Her, her right
bam.
shoulder hit the ground. Bam.
Yeah. Then her head hit the wall.
She got a
Yep.
concussion too.
Yeah, she got a concussion. She was out on her feet.
Man, look, I can't
She
say
was
what I
out on
want
her
to
feet.
say,
I know
because
her.
I mean, but at the same time, that's our sister. But I'm saying, shout out to Josh too. But they didn't body slam Josh.
Nah, they didn't. They arrested Josh different.
I mean, I'm glad they did
And he was
arrest him
calling him
different.
everything but the son of God. You know what
I'm
I'm saying?
glad. I'm glad they did arrest him different. But at the same time, that's true discrimination. Look at that, man. And then you a male doing that. What a female cop at? You know what I'm saying? You know,
Man,
it's
they
just
did.
corruption.
Yeah, some of that shit was
Man,
like sexual harassment too, man. You know what I'm
look,
saying? Because ain't no man supposed to be feeling on no woman like that. I don't care if you law
and
enforcement or
then
not.
the thing is this: if you were like Green, we already know he ain't shit. He ain't no good. He don't give a fuck about us for real, for real. All he give a fuck about them 6 digits. But I'm saying, majority of the people getting put out is women. So you supposed to have a women sergeant up there. You had a women sergeant when I went down for operating under the influence. It was a woman sergeant there, and two of the motherfuckers jumped on me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it was a woman sergeant, black sergeant back there talking about you ain't gonna what that word they use? You ain't gonna other word cooperate. Fuck you mean you want me to
Cooperate.
lift my balls up 1,000 times, look at my asshole in my mouth? Fuck
Yeah,
you. They
yeah,
brag,
yeah,
they
yeah.
rush.
Oh,
But
fat. You know what I'm saying?
hey, look, but
Gay ass stuff. You know
it's
what I'm saying?
and Auntie Beverly called it out. It is corruption. You know, regardless how Liddell, Elamine, Judy, Mushi, regardless how they spin the narrative, you can't get away from the truth, and the truth is one. You know what I'm saying? And
Right,
the truth is on the
right.
video. So y'all can cut the shit all you want. It's already said. And you can get Channel 12 to sit up here and lie like they lying. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's like, man, these is open cases, so we can only go so far. You know what I mean? But the
Hey,
tape tell it all.
hey, I like how Josh ran up on Chief Green, man. When Jason ran up on Chief Green, and when he went told him he was gonna foil you, his ass he went the other way. Hold on.
I'm trying to carry it.
Oh yeah.
Way back. I don't live here now, but
You realize this is peaceful church, folks, for the most part. I'm just telling you. This is crazy.
I didn't say they were.
This is crazy, man.
Can't impede traffic. We get calls.
They weren't impeding traffic. All that people are with us.
What I'm trying to tell you is that we get calls.
I'm going to FOIA request.
Okay.
I'm going to FOIA request them 911 calls. I'm that guy, bud. I strip qualified immunity for a living from tyrants. I can't stand them. There's a fine line between a law enforcement officer and a fucking tyrant.
Jason was on that ass.
He walked
went the
away.
other way. Hey, he went the other way when Jason said he was gonna foil his ass.
He walked away from the truth.
Yeah, he walked
What
away
no?
from the
Then
he
he
you know
gonna
what I'm
lie
saying?
about he getting many calls. He getting no mother. He ain't getting no
He
calls.
ain't getting
Period.
no calls. They was
That
down there
was
harassing them people, man.
you already seen the motherfuckers around there laying in the cut anyway.
Yeah, they
They've
was
been
waiting.
laying.
They was
Man, you
waiting.
know, it's hey, look, it is what it is, and us with a conscious mind, and we gotta protect our young people because Miss Flint, you know, little Miss Flint, she put their ass on blast today. You know, but they can't stand the truth because she said FUCK. So what? Y'all done cuss. And then LaShawn gonna get on there and try to check out. Well, my children gonna cuss in front. You don't know what your children doing when they ain't watch with you. So
So
go
don't.
ahead, But like I said, don't come in here trying to check the kids. They ain't got nothing to do with it. We talking about the principles at hand and the more
Then you
and
gonna
this
check. Then you
corrupt
gonna
system
check. Then you gonna check somebody else's kids at that.
at that. And
You
Liddell
know what I'm
too,
saying?
Gorilla Liddell. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's a mess, man. But it's like it's coming to the root. It's coming to the head. You know what I'm saying? And hey, look, shout out to my man. I don't know him, but he running for governor too. At least he stood in the
Who?
gap. You know,
Who?
the white dude that they was talking to, that was talking down there in
Oh
front of the
yeah,
county
yeah, yeah,
jail.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You talking about my man running for
He,
governor?
he running for governor. He running against what's it called? Against
Yeah,
uh
he running against Swanson. You
man.
talking
Look,
about
I'm gonna say this,
dude? You talking about dude right here standing out here with
man.
Miss Beverly? Hold on, let me see.
Right, that's what
I
I'm
forgot
talking
his
about.
name.
He
Hold on,
called them
hold
all
on.
out. He called Linda Crook
You talking about dude right there with the hat?
in the
Hold on, let me
blue
get a better picture of him. Hold
in
on,
the blue cap.
hold on, hold on.
Oh, he said some real stuff today. You know what I'm saying? Even though probably, like you said, he a truck driver. I was a truck driver. I know, but you know, your demeanor. I mean, he wouldn't even stand like that. I don't. But you could do so much when you're in politics because you got votes here, votes there.
My man right here.
Right, right. He
Yeah.
called him out. So I'm gonna say this: why couldn't Sheriff Swanson do that? It wouldn't have did no harm. He could have walked with the casket. Well, I mean, I understand how that casket thing demonstrated. You know what I'm saying? Because the county and city don't get along, flat out. It ain't on black and white, but we already know Swanson and Neely don't get along. I know that. But I'm saying for a cause that's going on, when you
Anthony.
see
Hey,
it,
I was about to cut you off. Auntie Terry said his name is Anthony Hudson.
that's him.
But
That's him.
he a Republican, huh? You know you don't mess with Republicans.
Well, it all depends because you know what, Democrats just as bad too. So I ain't, I ain't,
Yep.
I ain't tripping on that. I mean, you got bad
What,
Republican and
what's
you
up,
got
Tony Terry? What's up, Donnell Dumas?
what up, TT Tony Terry,
What's
Donnell
up, sis?
Dumas, the
What up,
only Dumas that went his life.
Sister Talima? What's up, baby?
Salam alaikum, sister. Yeah,
Alaikum
but
salam.
regardless that we putting what people vote for politician or it's called this is a human thing. You know what I'm saying? This is a
Yep.
human thing. It didn't happen to blacks, it happened to whites. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't even tripping on you a Republican, a Democrat, an independent, or libertarian, whatever. That's on you. We talking about a humanity thing, dealing with humans in the city we stay in. You dig what I'm saying? And shout out to all those ones that don't stay here but support us. Shout out to Jedediah Brown, man. I appreciate that, brother. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. I appreciate all the ones from Dalton, wherever they came from, to support us. It ain't about outside because we all inside America. You know what I'm saying? Shit. So we all going through the same dang old thing. And but like I say, I've been reading the mail while everybody else politicking because you know what I'm saying. I'm saying this: if the bill meant so much to Neely to explain why he can't come down there, you know why? He got puppeteers. He can't even face the music because he's a liar. You know what I'm saying? Something about a lie. They look like little Miss Flint said, like everybody said, they can't even look at their heads up because they know they guilty. You
Right.
guilty. And
Right.
you just sold us off a chicken chain. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
A
James
chicken
Paul said
scratch.
it. You sold us
Chicken
off a
scratch.
chicken chain, man.
Chicken
And
scratch.
but you still gotta stay here. Just because you can go to Maryland or you can go to Mount Morris or you can go to Southside, wherever y'all going, you know what I'm saying? Believe me, God see everything. And
Right.
he got the last say so over all this
Miss,
mess
hey,
around.
Miss. Hey, shout out to Miss Gladys. She showed everybody her rebuilt shoulder today. You know they had messed her shoulder up.
Shout out to used people.
Use
Used
people.
people, man.
That's
That's
my
used
wife.
people.
Hey, that's my white auntie. Use people.
That's our white auntie.
That's
Use
our
people.
white auntie.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that
Yeah.
shoulder gonna be gold because they gonna have to pay for that.
They got to pay her
And,
for that.
and
Yeah,
gold,
they got to pay
it
her
ain't
for
gonna
that.
be it ain't gonna
Gladys
be
said she
bronze
got
or
a
titanium
what
no
is it,
more. It's gonna
metal?
be gold.
What is it? A
And
metal rod in her arm or something?
Metcalf did that. That's why he resigned. But cause you resign don't mean you get away.
Yeah, because my man said she can go out there as a retirement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
she can sue him for his return. Shout out to Miss Gladys, aka
Oh,
use people,
use
anti-use
people.
people.
Shout
God
out
damn
to
it!
use people.
I love what you said.
Yeah.
That use people.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
that's
man.
that southern thing. But she don't, hey look, she don't hold her tongue or bite nothing. And Judy scared of her. She put Judy on.
Thanks, Auntie Sherry, for the $9.99 super chat. Thank you, Auntie.
And
Yeah, man.
the sister that got arrested with her daughter, the sister from Burton. Shout out to her, man, her and her daughter.
Yeah, she's a delicate.
Yeah, no,
On
not her.
burden. Who?
The other one that was in the pink shirt. Her and her daughter got arrested.
Yeah, that she a delicate. From Burton. She ran for like some form of she was an elected official, I guess, or something like that.
Oh,
So,
you
somebody in the chat, somebody Auntie Sherry, you know anything about the lady, the white lady that got arrested that night with her wild? Hold on, let me pull it up. Hold on. Let me see. I think I'll pull it up. That was some bull crap too. Like you said,
man,
it ain't about
that was
hey,
I'm
it
like
ain't
Joe
about no
Biden on
color.
that. That was straight up malarkey.
It ain't about no color, man. It's about we all people, man.
Hey man, look, I can't say what I want to say. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
I'm
Hold it
just
up.
saying.
Hold it.
Yeah, I can't. No, I ain't gonna do that one.
I think that was garbage, man. Where
That
they
was
did they.
uncalled for.
Now I don't know. I don't know. The rumors is that what's up, son? The rumors is that that girl was underage. Then some people say it was a lie. So I don't know, but it still was bold. Did you see the look on her face, man? Hold on.
It was bogus, man.
How old is she? She is a minor. She is a minor. This is somebody. That is her mother. She is a minor. You cannot arrest her. You can't stop somebody from getting on the elevator. What is your badge number? What is your name and badge number? What is your name and badge number? What is your name and badge number? Go downstairs.
I don't know. We're gonna ask people in the chat. In the chat, do y'all know anything about was the girl underage or was she just her daughter? I don't know. Was it a rumor?
She
I
probably
don't
was
know.
17. She probably was 17, 18, something like that. You know what I'm saying?
They
It
trying. I
don't
don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because
it don't matter. The thing is, people being muzzled. They steady holler about this is the people chambers. How does the people chamber when they can't talk nothing but 2-3 minutes? Get the fuck out of here, man, with that bullshit. You know what? That's that rigmarole
her
bullshit.
name. Tanya just chimed in. Her name is Sandy.
Tommy
And
Jones.
hold on. Sandy is the mother and Brooke is the daughter. Okay. Well,
Shout out Tanya Jones.
thanks, Tanya. Thanks, Tanya.
We
By the
praying
way,
for you, and we praying for your son. You know what I'm saying? We understand your
absolutely.
plight. Yeah, we
Absolutely.
understand your plight. We hear you.
By the
We
way,
hear you.
Friday. Hold on. By the way, Friday, Tanya Jones and Shanti Murchison will be on the Snow Show, 7 o'clock. Y'all tune in.
That's good.
They gonna come out here and tell their stories, and we're gonna go from there.
Yeah, we
Shout
going
out to
from there.
Tanya. Shout out to Tanya Jones, man,
Yeah, we going from there,
and
man.
Shanti. You know
Yeah,
what
we
I'm saying?
going from there, man. Straight up. We
Yeah, we
going in
going
on
in.
this stuff,
We
man. They
going
got to
in.
go.
Hey, I'm telling y'all now. It's only gonna be showed on YouTube only. The interviews.
And we got to
Shantae
get.
Murchison and Tanya Jones is only gonna be on YouTube only, not Facebook. So
And I'm saying this every
if y'all ain't subscribed to Flint After Dark, go subscribe today. It's going
and
down.
we got to get Beverly Biggs in that third seat. We got to get that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We got to get that. So, you know what I'm saying? We got to focus on that because it's what is it? August 5th. Yeah,
Yeah,
August
oh
5th.
yeah, August 5th. Yeah, it's right around the corner, huh?
Right around the
Shit,
corner,
I
man.
think we got like so we got 30 days.
Yeah.
What's the
Yeah.
day? The day the 25th. So we
Yeah.
got another week. We got 7 days. No, we got 6 days before the first. So we looking at like, well, then we're looking at about 41 days. It's right around the corner. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? It's
And
right around the
yeah,
corner.
right. And shout out to Josh and Jason and all those brothers, the
Man,
Caucasian brothers
you
that
know what
stood
they
up.
did today? Do you know what they did today, man?
I seen it. I seen
Yeah,
it.
you see when they flipped off the police walking up the street.
Yeah, I seen it. And
You see
shout
it?
out to that pastor over there, man. You know what I'm saying, for stepping up, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Call him out. Man of God called him out, you know what I'm saying? Different precedent, but he bold enough to do that, what they ain't done. They ain't even stood up for the residents, man. That's a sad affair because you know what I'm saying. That's why, man, I can't do. If you ain't standing up for the people, who you standing up for? The tithes and
Absolutely.
offering. No, you standing up for the tithes and offering. That's all you stand. And the motherfucking back door
Man,
envelope.
them concerned pastors is horrible, man.
Man, I learned my I got a cousin was a concerned pastor 15 years
Horrible.
ago. He got out of it. He told me 15 years ago they're a bunch of crooks. That's straight up what he
That's
told me
all it is. They
on my
crooks.
mama.
They shouldn't have
And
no pastor. Look, they shouldn't have
and
no
see,
pastor
I
attached to
ain't
their
got
name.
my tolerance level. Cause see, I've been trying to catch Doug Matthews down there. Every time I go down there, he not there. Cause I wanted to let him have it, but I was told by the grapevine, don't do it.
Don't
Cause
do it, huh?
no,
Don't do it.
I ain't gonna put my hands on it, but the way I'm gonna talk to him, he gonna seem like he got slapped 1,000 times. You know what I'm saying? Cause he be talking that old bullshit, them little
If
slick words
if
and
you
shit.
talking that,
Now see,
hey, Uncle,
he cussed at the podium, but when little Miss Flint cuss, they gonna check her and not check him. Come on, man, you make it make sense. I sit back, I wait.
that's
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
that
And see,
that's that rigmarole.
I couldn't have been there when that baby got up there and said what she said, cause them babies. They talk with sound wisdom. Ain't nobody told them to say what they said. That's their heart speaking to you folk, ratchet ass people. And y'all couldn't take it. Y'all smiling, skinning, and grinning. That just goes off. Hold your head down. They called them out on every time. Y'all whispering. Little Flint, they watching everything. And them kids watch your ass.
What's going on, Michael Cooley? Hold on. What's going on, Michael Cooley? Hey man, y'all
What
bless the
the,
snowman. Y'all bless the snowman. Cash out with $1. All my people, $1.
what the
Well,
chat said?
for my
What the
anniversary.
chat saying? What the chat
Uh,
saying?
Let me see what they talking about in the chat. Let me see. We gotta interact with the chat. Hold on. Michael Cooley say, happy anniversary, guys, from Greenwood, Mississippi.
Amen.
The move now should be strong, campaigning for Mrs. Biggs until
Amen,
the
Doc.
end. That's the most important. Yeah, that's the most important thing right now. Absolutely.
Amen, down south. Down south cool. My man.
Girl. Yeah.
Thanks
Shout
from
out
God.
from Greenwood, Mississippi. Hey, how
From
far
me.
you is from Tylertown, Mississippi? Michael Cooley. That's where my people from Tylertown, Mississippi. What's going on, Marcia Talbert? Hey, Snow, Uncle Carl, happy anniversary. Okay.
Amen. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all
Y'all.
for chat. Yeah.
Yeah,
We going in,
man.
man.
Yeah, we going in, man. Hey, y'all vote Miss Beverly Biggs Levy, man. Third ward. Come on now. Because that lady, LaShawn Johnson, is dangerous. When I tell y'all she dangerous, she dangerous. You know what
But
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying, I'm gonna say this, man, about Sheriff Swanson. I don't know him. And I heard about and I seen when he walked with Black Lives Matter and all that demonstration. But man, I'm gonna tell you something. That county jail is a mess. The food is a mess. I mean, they don't know what they eat. I'm talking about far what they call that nutrition and eating right and all that, man. Man, they got people in there living like dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like what you call said, the bro said, Josh said he didn't get a shower for 3 days. No toothpaste, no nothing. You tell me who make that make sense. I come from the old county jail. You at least had that and a mattress and pillow. You know what I'm saying? You still locked down, but this stuff here, you sleep in a room, take your drawers, put your jumpsuit on, and stay in a goddamn cold room with on some 3-inch uh, steel. You know what I'm saying? That you sitting on all night, motherfucker slaying on the sea, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit inhumane.
Tanya said F. LaShawn Johnson. She only Neely's puppet. yeah,
Yeah, we already,
yeah.
you know.
I think Tanya got into it with her there in the bathroom. Hold on, let me go back. Yeah, Tanya said LaShawn Johnson almost got it today in the bathroom when she bumped me. Oh, she bumped into you. Wrong mother, wrong right time. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's a start. That's a start. Tanya, when they bump into you.
She trying to
You know what
instigate
I'm
some shit. She trying to instigate some shit like what you call Second War when she bumped into Mickey. Remember that? And she
saying?
bumped into used people.
Yep.
Same demonstration, man. Different playbook, same demonstration.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
they trying to get them off, get a person off their square, man. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
all. Yeah, that's all. Tanya got too much to worry about with her son than the old trifling ass bullshit. You know, shout out to that sister man for standing in the gap for her son and then putting these administration on Parker. They ain't got no opiate plan. The fire chief came up there talking about, and when what's come, Tanya asked him, "What's the plan?" It's just in my head. You supposed to have shit written down
Yeah,
in black and white. You talking about it's in
yeah,
my head, so whatever,
yeah.
you
You
know.
right, you right, Tasha Lynn. She trying to get Tanya arrested.
That's
Yup, that's
right.
what it is. Yup, that's what it
That's
is.
right.
She
That's all.
trying to draw Tanya in to a confrontation, and
Yes, yes.
Tanya whooped that ass, and then she going to
She
jail.
got an assault
Yeah,
case. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? And so, you
yup.
know, cause if LaShawn go to jail, she gonna get right out.
Oh, she ain't right. She won't see the jail. She gonna get right. She gonna call
So
Neil. They ain't gonna happen.
so
You
you
know
know
what I'm
all
saying?
that. You know, we gotta look at she campaigning. She got the machine by her and back up, but see that don't mean they can win. The people determine who win. Vote count. Vote, vote, vote. That count. And see that what happened. That's how 47 got in because 19 over 20, almost 20 million people just stayed at home because they didn't like nobody. But you gotta understand something. The system was built on that. This shit is real. You know what I'm
What you talking about? Winters,
saying?
who found a home? Winters, go ahead, huh?
Who said that?
No, I went to say, Laura, look who done found a home. But last I'm
Winters,
saying, I don't know what he's talking about. What is
Winters
crazy?
on here.
Yeah, she over here. When did you
Shout
done
out
have
to
some of them gummy? You done had some of
shout,
them gummy bears?
shout out to activist Winters. Go ahead on,
After
sister.
after Miss Winters been eating some gummy
Oh,
bears,
oh, oh,
man.
she been putting it down like Angela Davis.
She ain't got the afro like Angela Davis though.
That's all
She ain't
right.
got that afro. Hey,
She
she ain't
got the
got the
smooth
afro.
sailing. She got the smooth sailing. She got the smooth sailing dude.
Hey, Winters, you ain't got that afro like Angela Davis.
And see, what y'all didn't even say hello this morning. I don't know what y'all thought. I'm gonna call y'all out on that.
Yeah,
Yeah, but shout out to everybody chiming in after dark. You know what I'm saying? Y'all comments mean something straight up. You know what I
straight
mean?
up. Yeah, absolutely.
You know, iron
Absolutely.
sharper iron, and you know,
The After Darkers. Hey,
this after dark,
hey,
man.
this
You
is
know,
After Darkers. Yeah. So
and,
welcome to the chat is called the Snow Room, and y'all the After Darkers. I appreciate y'all.
yeah.
For real.
So,
Straight up, man. Y'all just don't know what I've been through the last 24 hours, man. Oh,
yeah.
I'm just
So,
gonna put it on the floor, man. I took a little trip, man. Come back, motherfucker, and sabotaged me and took all my stuff. And I ain't gonna go into too much detail, but they can have all that equipment. I just want my kids' clothes back. But I really don't want them back. They took a bag. Still had the tags on them. We going to see the point for the 4th of July. So I spent $300 on outfits for my 8-year-old, 2-year-old. They
right.
took that. I want that back. I don't even care nothing about no laptops and all that. I was like, bring my baby clothes back, man.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
who knew you was
You know,
leaving, huh?
man, I honestly, motherfucker had to be casing me, man, because it was like a spur of the moment thing.
Right,
It wasn't even playing. You know what I'm saying?
right,
I got a phone call 6 that morning from my man down in the O, and
right.
I had to take care of something. I grabbed my family up, And we was out. We was out this motherfucker about 9. Shit, I get the call by 11. Motherfucker running about this spot. I did a U-turn, did 100 getting back to this motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I can tell you on.
That's all I need.
You know what I'm saying? You know. But it is what it is. They can't ban the snowman though. They trying. They ain't ban the snowman, man.
Well,
you know,
you got
I'm gonna get the word. I'm gonna get the word out, man. I'm gonna get the raw information out, man. I'm gonna get it out here, man.
You got balls on your house.
You know what I'm saying?
You got balls on your house.
But the crazy part about it, I got cameras, right? But them motherfuckers was offline. That's why I hate that company that I'm with, man. That shit was offline, man. It don't alert you to let you know it's offline.
You gotta borrow that shit up, man.
Yeah,
man. I know you don't want to think you in the penitentiary in your home, but you gotta do that.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Unc, I know now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. But what they saying in the chat? I know people. I know they saying something.
Hold on, let's see what we got. Hold on. Let me go back. Hold on. Vote Miss Beverly Beers Levy. Marcia Tober say, "Hey Snow, you had a campaign scheduled for Mr. Bear. I'll be in Flint on A4, and we'll be ready to work." Hey, you got my inbox. Marcia just hit me. John Snow. Just hit me. I'll fill you in. Tasha Lynn said, "Remember Tanya Jones holding up the poster showing Neely boy John Cole? Neely didn't like that. Keep the pressure on Tanya Jones." Right. That sound about right. Chad, Chief of the D say we all speak over here. Okay, hold on. Tasha Lynn, hold up. Sister Leva say facts. Tasha Lynn, I want her to be careful too. Yeah, she got to be careful, Sister Leva, because they trying to draw her into a confrontation so they can lock her up. You know what I'm saying?
Tell her to get her CCW. All you sisters in the chat and brothers too, get y'all CCW, like straight up. That don't mean do nothing wrong. That don't mean do nothing wrong, but y'all got to do that. It's time to arm up. Fuck the bullshit.
Little mama, welcome to the snow room. That's right, little mama. Welcome to the snow room.
Hey, little mama, get all the cliche stuff. It's that time. You know what I mean? It's that time. Like the Bible tell you in the end time what's gonna happen. They trying to play the playbook. So okay, the Bible say guard yourself at all costs. So guard yourself and get your CCW. That don't mean you gonna do nothing, but at the same time, just in case.
But peep this, if they ain't listen, this how simple it is, right? If they ain't got no felonies, this is an open and carry state. All they got to do is pass that background check to go buy the tool, and as long as it ain't concealed, it's legal.
Shit,
you know that,
real.
right? You know that,
shit
right?
I know that shit is real.
Yeah, it's as long as they ain't got it concealed, it's legal because we in an open and carry state.
Fuck that. I don't know what they thought. This is like motherfucking John Dillon. Hold on. Did you see?
My lady keep hers. I know what I'm saying.
Did you see what happened on Ballinger Road about 4-5 hours ago?
Yeah, I seen that right there in front of the nursing home. I seen
it. The other one was on down the street. It was 2 on that side of town over there. Right. That's why Tanya wasn't at the meeting. She was reporting and checking on both of them motherfucking shootings.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. The 6th Ward didn't used to be like that, man. They off the chain. That's the new North Side. Over on the 6th Ward, that was like the decent. That was like the middle class over there. That was like it wasn't the Della Cream, but it wasn't like it is now over there, man. Them young kids that took off, man. It's wild over 6th Ward. Wow, man. Woodcock, Prospect, all those streets over there, man. Clement,
things, man.
They wild over there, man. I ain't 6th Ward because that's over there by Norris and over. That's actually over by the
a lot of them drunk this poison water 11 years ago.
Yeah, that's 10 years. That's 11 years. Listen, that's 11 years of poison water.
It was a study proving that motherfucking lead, if it was in a house, if you drunk it, That shit can mess with babies and all that shit and cause criminality in their motherfucking brain while they playing with this shit.
Behavior problem. It's documented that leg
It's documented, dog.
give the kids behavior problems, man. It's documented.
And see, just make it make sense. If crime go down, the police ain't got a job.
Think about this. Just say, okay, the water that they say the water crisis is 11 years, but you and I know it started before then. So we're gonna put.
It started back in 64,
look, we're gonna put. Okay, if they were 7 when the water crisis started, that means they 18. There it is. If they were 7 years old when the water crisis started, they 18 right now, right?
Well, what about I'm 62? What about back? My mama told me when I was in the second at Martin, don't never drink this water. Cause back then Buick was dumping all that shit, Chevrolet, all them was dumping that shit in the Flint River back then, and we was drinking the goddamn water then. I seen my mama straining this shit. So this shit, when we moved on Alma and Premier, they was just not putting the goddamn for the toilets. We had an outhouse back then in 72.
Well, and you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. I had a different experience with the water because, okay, I'm from the beach. You already know how beach water.
Well water, cause my auntie stayed on Rex back then.
We had well water, which is nasty, right? So that's all it was, but it was not poisonous, right? So when I used to go to my pops, when I was going to my pops' house on the weekends, when I was coming to Flint on the weekends, when I go back to Beecher for that week, I had to take gallons of Flint water with me back. You know what I'm saying? Back, because you know Beecher bottles turn brown. Like if you put
have a stain in your tub.
Like you put it, straight up. Like if you put some water like if you put some water in the refrigerator, some Beecher water in a clear jug, like a milk jug. You know, you should use a milk jug for water. And about 2 days later, you come back, that motherfucker water is yellow. So I used to get the water from my dad. So during the week, and take it back with me, especially football season. You know what I'm saying? And,
my auntie had a well. She had a pump. You go pump the water on Rex Street back then. I know what you're talking about, bro. But we stayed in Flint. But auntie stayed on Rex Street. So shit, she had a well thing. You go pump the water in the motherfucker.
But I was saying all this to say this: the water wasn't that water wasn't that bad. I don't think in the 80s.
There wasn't no lead in that water.
Nah, it was like it used to smell good. Look, that water used to smell. Coming from where I came from Beecher, that water used to smell good, man. It used to smell good. It used to taste good to me now, because I'm coming from Beecher. I'm coming from Marmore Township. You know what I'm saying? Right. And to me, it was some good ass water. I'm just gonna put it like this. But then when I noticed a change when I went to the joint, and I came home in 2010, like 2011. It just turned me off. I just started drinking bottles. I started buying cases of water. You know what I'm saying? It was something wrong with that water in 2011. I'm just gonna say it, man.
Straight up, man.
It wasn't fucking 2014. I know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they've been doing that shit because they've been. Yeah. My daddy worked in Buick, and that's when they was pouring all that shit in the river, straight up. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no happenstance how it happened. It got revealed, and it's just like now. If don't nobody get a burst, and bursts for the water we've been buying since 2014.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Which is a lot of money. And man, look, they was straight at first. They were, we could pull up to the fire station. Remember that, huh? You remember they had the water at the fire stations?
Yeah, let's go here for a minute. What about Rodney P, man?
Who?
Rodney P.
Oh, you talking about Porter? You talking about Porter?
Yeah.
Oh, I talked to Porter yesterday, right? Look, that's my man. That's my family.
That's my guy too.
People don't even know that. Me and Porter done been to my uncle's funeral with me. He stood with me on the corner of Alma and Saginaw since 2014 to 2020, passing out good, you know what I'm saying, resources. Porter, all right, man, but Porter pulled back, and he wasn't playing when he told y'all on A10
that
He
he
didn't
didn't
tell
want
me.
to
He told
revisit that.
him.
Look, remember he said he didn't want to revisit that. He meant that. He ain't listen.
I
Porter's
know,
not
I know what
studio.
I know what he meant. I know, I
Porter,
know,
yeah.
I know it.
Listen,
We all was
Porter.
locked up in 80
Listen,
together.
listen. Porter ain't studio. That man did 20. Porter did 25 years for a
I
body.
know that.
He
I
ain't. He ain't.
understand
He
that.
ain't
But
studio.
but
And see.
still,
And
I'm
then
saying
look. Hold up. So they saying they keep. Then Porter was saying Big Flint, right? Which is my cousin, my real blood cousin. They keep thinking he talking about Ed or Neely or something. Nah, Big Flint ain't nothing. Man. Big Flint my cousin, man. And, and
my
him and
thing.
Porter hang out like wet clothes. And they
Yeah,
ain't
but
for
my
that. They ain't for all them games, man. Them
yeah, I
boys ain't
know
for them
that. But
games.
my thing is this: you can't jump in something you don't know about fully. You know what I'm saying? And like he said, he pulled back. So that means you don't know about all the rigmarole shit that been going on. You know such and such, but you don't know the rigmarole shit that been going on. So I'm saying some things you just stay mute from. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. Cause see, that's my dog. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, just some things you just the Bible says a time to do it, a time not. You know what I'm
But
saying?
Frank,
But
let me tell you,
him
Frank,
being him,
I got, yeah, Port, that's my guy, man. I know, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, see, a lot of people didn't know, they don't, I mean, it is what it is, that top dog stuff, that's a Flint thing.
yeah, that's it. I wouldn't even brought. I mean,
No,
that's
I wouldn't have brought that up. I wouldn't have
That's
brought
just
that up
that's
because
just but Winters did that. You know what I'm saying? And
I
that's
mean,
gone.
that was
That's
what she
gone.
wanted to
You know what
do.
I'm saying?
I wouldn't have brought that.
Winters wasn't even alive then. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? We know what it was, but I'm saying at the same time, consciously, when you fight in the court system, which we did and he did, you know when shit is shit, you know what I'm saying? Even
Well,
though being the real motherfuckers and coming out with it,
I'm,
but sometimes you gotta know when to hold on the phone.
I'm just,
I know that's my dog, you know what I'm
I,
saying?
I'm just gonna keep it 100. If that's the credit they want to give. I didn't know Port started the top dog. All I know, Diablo and my
Well,
cousin Ryan. Listen, all I know,
it
Stony.
was a
All I
mixed
know, Stony.
variety.
All I
It
know,
wasn't it
Stony and
wasn't it
Diablo was
wasn't
the leaders.
it
That's all
wasn't
I
just
know.
him. It wasn't just him, but it was a mixed variety. I'm gonna say that.
I,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
know. I
So
know it was Tony. It was Tony Bradshaw and them.
You had Kip and them, you had Tony Braxton. So you had
Kipper,
many
Kipper,
fractions.
Kipper Brown, Kipper
And
Brown.
they was all leaders. So it wasn't really about that, you know what I'm saying? It's about and then, I just think I'm gonna skip that stuff because I
Hey,
know.
shout out! Hey, listen! Shout out to Kipper Brown. Shout out to R.I.P. Terry Bradshaw. I mean Tony Bradshaw.
That's
R.I.P.
my guy.
Diablo Reeves. Shout out to Stony C. Ryan Swims, my cousin, 6715 Event Center. They was the core of it. Well, I know Port went to got locked up. But I didn't know. I know he was vested in it, but I didn't know he started. But like you said, they all started it.
They all
But
started that shit, man.
yeah,
It
hey,
was
shout
like
out to Top Dogs, man. Shout out to Top Dogs.
and shout out to Miko.
Oh man,
Even though that's what you call him, uncle, but he ain't cut from the same thread that Miko cut from.
listen. Miko a gangster, man.
I know,
Miko
but
ain't nowhere near like
listen,
Neely.
I
Hey, he
just
ain't nowhere
said
near Neely. He
he
ain't
ain't
right.
cut. He ain't cut from that cloth. You know what I'm saying? I remember all this shit. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? When they had the club, the old Beach of Toys R Us building. I remember that. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Me and
right.
that, all of them. We used to all gamble together. You had the gamblers. You had many factions of them. You know what I'm saying? But at the same
And
time,
see,
it
and
was
see,
all good. And
and T. Sherry say, Rodney Porter has always been for the people. Hopefully, he'll realize all money ain't good money. Yeah, that's my guy, Auntie Sherry. People. I was down in the chat. I was down in the chat. I was down in the chat. Want to call in, and people was telling me to be respectful. I didn't call in to disrespect him. That's my man. I called in to paint a picture. You know what I'm saying? Just because he's a neatly supporter don't mean he ain't no good dude. I'll put it like that. Porter a great dude, man.
he
He ain't
sure
like
is.
that. Yeah, that's
He
my guy.
sure
That's my listen.
hey look, it ain't got nothing to do. That him and Liddell thing. I can't stand
Listen,
her ass, but that's my dog. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say.
listen. I stand with Port, but I stand with a lot of these in wives.
Oh, no doubt about that.
I stand with
You know
Port.
what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
But,
saying?
it's like this.
Matter of fact,
It's like this. It's like this in this the arena. He talking about you got political and you got natural. You dig what I'm saying? It discouraged his spirit 2.5 years ago. Like I say, I couldn't run for nothing because I ain't got the temperance for that shit. You know what I'm saying? I got the attitude for I don't have the temperance, which like Rodney said, I don't have the temperance for it. So that's why otherwise than that shit,
hey, matter of fact,
I ain't got the temperance.
Port. Look, I don't know if y'all know who Lou Mason is. He he a needy supporter, right? He Porter stopped Art from whooping I was whooping that nigga in the park over in my park was whooping on Lou. And Rodney Porter the one grab our hand, you know, stop him from welling on that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Rodney Porter, man. OG
Yeah,
Port. That's my OG, man. That's what I
that's
call him, OG Port, man.
that's
You know
my
what I'm
dog.
saying?
I
That's my dog,
mean,
man.
it's a different realm.
But
We go a long way back. You know what I'm saying? The politics shit is over there, but our relationship is over here. You know what I'm
right.
saying? It's like this. You know what I'm saying? Whenever the United States of America versus you, and you had to go in them law libraries like he did and like we did, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole different fracture. But I'm saying this cause is for the people. And it ain't half people, it's the whole circumference of Flint. You dig what I'm saying? And it's like, like he said, he get shit discourages him because he's seeing all the rigmarole down. And he's like, man, fuck that shit. I'm gonna do this my way. And like he said, when you got a person that the only person help you, you know what I'm saying? Of course you're gonna support them. That's natural. You trying to, you pay Peter to play Paul, trying to get your action on, and don't nobody want to help you. But this person help you. You can't have nothing but love for them. And you ain't even looking at the other side because you ain't looking at that side. You know what I'm saying? And so I got it, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, that's why it's a 360-degree thing, when you're in it, because when you dealing with anything dealing with stuff nowadays, 501c3s, all this shit is political shit, political money. I mean, because they got the residents scraping the barrel. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, he ain't know about the 95, $96 million, over $100 million homeboy that got and gave the residents a doorknob. You know what I'm saying? You give fractions
like
of people.
like
And
me
I
like
don't
Miss Bill said they ain't gave him a light bulb.
That's some real shit. And the 501c3, that's their business. We understand that. And ain't nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, you got a whole other 3/4 of a power over here you got to feed. People need roofs, people need pay through the pandemic, through the whole year pandemic. Then all this weather stuff, we couldn't do nothing. You know what I mean? It's just it don't make no sense on the Nilly's aspect. Got nothing to do with Rodney P. You know what I'm saying? He just like us. He a civilian in this demonstration. You know what I'm saying? But
Absolutely.
it's like, now, once he get the playbook together and uh it's like, and I know what cloth you cut from. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't cut from that cloth. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, I ain't trying to revisit that. I'm fasting from that. I ain't trying to.
Y'all,
The devil is a lie.
they don't want him to revisit it neither.
They don't want none of us to revisit. Shit,
Right, right.
I ain't trying to revisit.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I was like,
That's
man,
why. That's why
I
I don't
said,
go down there because that day, the day when that young sister Flynn got up there, and see when I get up there, then I'm gonna say some foul shit. I know I am. You know what I'm saying? And cause they foul. You gonna check. And that's out the mouth of babe. The Bible told you out the mouth of babe before river and water. All y'all deny stuff. These young people is staying focused and own it. You know what I'm saying? And they see you. They see us. You know what I'm saying? It's just like our own children. They see us all the time. These children are being focused. This their future, you know. And it's just for our city. It saddens my heart that these people that's in pocket in the city council, they came from this city. You did, and you came from this city, and I mean, like nearly come from the hood. You know,
Yeah,
he come from the neighborhood.
he come from the hood. See the thing about it, right? The thing about it, he ain't no gangster, or he ain't no street nigga, but he keep them around him. If you notice, everybody that's around him, well, not everybody.
Already,
A
you
lot
know
of them
what?
dudes is ex-felons, man.
We ain't
Or,
even gotta say that because
you
what's
know,
on screen I be explaining. I already
well, it ain't
know.
gotta be. Well,
I
you
know
heard.
that.
I'm just gonna say it. You heard when Matt asked her when he was whooping on him. Unc told me, he said that Matt was like me and Nilly from the street when he was whooping on Unc. You know what I'm saying? Up in Rubes. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I mean, that's just the cruel reality of it. Just like your boy Diddy. Diddy, they used
That
to
ain't my
laugh at Diddy.
motherfucking boy.
Well, you know what I mean, huh? Just like they
You gotta
Diddy,
straighten that out, my
they
boy.
thought hey
I
they
never
thought
liked
Diddy was
Diddy.
soft. Hey they thought Diddy was soft because he'd be dancing in them shiny ass suits. But all his artists, everybody was expert. Sean Paul, all them niggas was ex fellas. Black Rob, all his artists was ex
And
fellas or
that
felons.
nigga grew up with
He kept
gangsters, man. Young
yeah,
gangsters.
his daddy was a gangster, even though he was a
Yeah.
rapper.
But I'm saying, he got tainted, man. Anytime, what I'm saying, you could be that, but at the same time, then, when jealousy a motherfucker, the Bible said jealousy is cruel as a grave, and he had a jealous spirit in him because he didn't want people to reach their plateau, because when Biggie wanted to leave, he knew Biggie wanted to leave because he fucking Biggie. Biggie seen bigger dollars. He seen
Yep.
contracts. He seen this motherfucker, he trying to break. Boo. You know what I'm saying? And he was scared to death of Pop. Yeah, he was
Yep.
scared to death of Pop. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
And
let's speak. Right. Hey,
and
let's
she
speak on the situation, So I think Diddy might beat that. Not that the turn of events today, What you think?
I'm gonna tell you like this.
What you think?
I'm saying it. You gotta understand something. They couldn't prove it, and the prosecutors dropped that stuff. But my thing is, you gotta understand something about that Kid Cudi thing. See, that's a state case. Even though he couldn't prove it fed, but Cudi, testified in the federal case. But at the same time, it happened in California. That's state. Okay. How dirty these motherfuckers is. Just like with the young Dirt, who that Dirt, who that they let go on these charges all the time. Brother Hoover. Trump freed him on the feds, right? But you
Yeah.
facing 200 years in the state. That's why he ain't out of jail. He facing 200 years. Trump can't touch that. The governor got to let him out.
Yep. The state of Illinois
So it's
government.
like, okay, did he get pardoned? Did he beat this? Then you don't know. The state ain't got to show their hand now. All of a sudden, boom, you get this. Then here come a suicide indictment over here in California state. You know what I'm saying? These some dirt. And see, I don't want him to go to jail, but at the same time, he just was a dirty motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Shit, straight up.
I'm gonna tell you how I see it, They gave him the wrong charges. That's why he gonna beat
It
that.
never was
Then go ahead.
It never was racketeering. Then you got people talking about they volunteered. And then the ones that they thought they had shit, they liked that shit. I loved him.
I'm gonna tell you what killed. I'm gonna tell you what killed the prosecution when Cassidy came on there and said all that stuff was consensual. And she lied, and they asked her, did she love him? And she said they asked, did she, hold on, she said she don't love him right now, but she loved what they had. That killed them. Yeah,
The
and that
other
other girl.
girl, and
Yeah, they
then
killed her.
and then you lied, and then the other girl got with you and said he hung you over a balcony.
Yeah.
And then whooped your ass, and then went to her house and did her. That sounded good, but shit, when it come to cross examination, she liked it. Did
Defense finna tear their ass up.
he got
Defense,
still? That
defense
nigga
finna have a
had,
field
that
day.
nigga had 7 top lawyers in the United States.
Listen, defense finna tear. I can't wait.
Well,
Defense
it's
finna
all
tear
about the
their ass
jury
up,
now.
man.
It's about the jury now. They done
Because
rested their case.
prosecutors rested their case.
No, the
What is
defense
it?
rested theirs. They ain't called
Oh,
no
okay.
witnesses. They
Oh, okay.
rested
Yeah,
theirs.
yeah,
So
yeah. Because they asked Diddy, did he want to testify? He said no.
he shouldn't have testified because they gonna trip
No,
his
because
ass
he
up.
gonna hang himself. Yeah, he did. You know how they say sometimes it's best not to say nothing.
You gotta
That's
know
right.
when to hold him, know when to fold him. And look,
Yeah,
like I said, he was a dirty motherfucker, straight up. But you know what I'm saying? And
straight
he a
up.
billionaire. So we got money. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
they gave him the wrong charges though. Straight
I
up.
mean, what else could they got him on? Cause he had dope and
Not
guns.
no, not no damn
That's another
Rico.
thing. No,
How they
that's
gonna
another thing. But
how
see,
they gonna have
listen,
a go
they
ahead.
raided your house. And me and they raided the house. They find these assault weapons. And even though the serial number was scratched off, you know what I'm saying, you got dope and drugs. And then, I'm telling you, man, the Fed, watch these motherfuckers, watch this shit. This shit finna go. This superseding shit is a motherfucker.
Hey, you know I know.
Then they got who? That nigga got horse tranquilizer in the goddamn jelly and the
And the baby oil, and the baby
man, come
oil.
on, man. They got drugs like a ball. If we get caught with a rock, we do.
Hey, but you know what? They ain't even saying nothing about that white boy. The one he had
That's
trafficking
you.
the drugs. That's the key.
He was on the stand the other day.
The white boy
Renting.
was so what he say?
Yeah. He basically he said it was like a thing like they were just getting it to get high. You know what I'm saying? They were trying to make him Diddy drug mule. But he was saying like consensual shit. They was getting high, whoop de whoop, shit like that. You know. And but he didn't say yeah, I was buying it for him, you know what I'm saying? I had it. He didn't bury it, did he? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you don't know, man. The feds don't play fair, man. And
Not at all. They don't play fair ball, and they make their rules up as they go.
yeah, I just it's a lesson learned. You know what I'm saying? My thing is you put your family on blast, man. Your daughters, your sons. You got them all on blast with your shit. That's
Bob
my
Husky.
thing.
What you
That's my
mean? Right in LaShawn Johnston. Trying to see what this dude talking about. Go ahead,
you put your whole family, your young children, they ain't got nobody. Your mother older now. That stress on the older mama or dad, man, that shit is painful. And then, you got the children seeing, hearing all this shit, man. It's just a lot. They going through mental shit because, people dragging them through the mud. It's just, man, it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? And, just prayers for his family, his children, but he can't blame nobody but himself. You know what I mean? Can't
Right.
blame nobody but himself, man. And like I said, shit got hell of a thing catching up with your ass. You know what I'm saying? But the blessings, you know what I'm saying? You don't know. The word is, they supposed to subpoena Ofu, but they ain't
They
even
supposed to
going
subpoena
there.
who? They supposed to subpoena who? Huh?
I mean, that's what they say. Railroad, they supposed to subpoena Oprah. Is it a coincidence?
Oprah?
Hold on. Oprah Winfrey, TD Jakes, uh, who else?
Oh, you know they gonna call that
Hold on.
TV
All
Jake.
the ones that heard they were gonna testify, they all had to go to the hospital. Tyler Perry, all of them had to go to the hospital.
Wow.
Hey, dog, oh well, they on them tapes, man.
Yeah, man, they on there. I
No,
can't. Your boy, Jay Z on there too. I don't know what's the hold up on that.
he got somebody else coming to his ass. I forgot his name.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. I mean,
but
I'm gonna say this, man. Them the gatekeepers. You know what I'm saying? And they wrong and they wicked. Clyde Davis and that other Cohen, whatever his name is, that was over the rap industry, turned their ass out. You know what I'm saying? If you want, it's just like the devil said, "I'll give you the riches of the world. Take the Lord, even though the Lord denounced him, but these motherfuckers ain't got no money, and they say you can have all this if you just do this and
Yeah.
listen."
Yeah, Auntie Sherry, there's a lot of corruption going on in Flint right now. These
Shit,
last 6 weeks been horrible. But no,
this
not 6 weeks. These
this
last
shit
four
run from
weeks,
the top of the chain.
from January 1st. From June 1st to today,
No, you said the right
it's been
thing.
horrible,
January
man.
1st, when
Yeah, you right.
47 took office, all this shit rolling downhill all the way down.
Shit rolls downhill and it stops in Flint. Hey, shit rolls downhill and it stops in Flint, Michigan.
Corruption.
Flint, Michigan.
Donald Trump to put us in war. I'm telling y'all, man, they want to take SNAP. If this bill get passed, you got 18, 19 million people off Medicaid. You got they changing the SNAP demonstration, cutting that shit. It's just so much. The medical, how many people are die if they take their Medicaid? What about the children? You don't see them children in the that's got oxygen and they're in wheelchairs and they can't move, you know what I'm saying? Or people with pacemakers and all this old shit and cancer survivors and all this shit. Do they take their Medicaid? You know what's happening? They gonna die, man.
All right, Marcia.
It's some real shit.
Later. Have a good night.
Who's that?
Marcia Talbert. She said she out of here. She got to go. It's kind of late.
We know
people got to go to work.
Hey man, good talking to y'all, man. And shout out to him. Tell him I said shout out to him, man. And we'll get back tomorrow.
They can hear you, huh? They can hear you.
We'll get back tomorrow, and we'll see what this before us tomorrow. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah, man. We appreciate y'all though, but there's a lot of corruption going on in Flint, and me and gonna talk about it. We'll be back tomorrow.
All right, man.
Tomorrow. Yeah, and man, y'all remember the interview. I got the interview with Shantae Murchison and Tanya Jones. 7:00 Friday. YouTube only. Remember that. If y'all ain't subscribed to the channel, go subscribe. Me and Unc out of here, man.
Shout out.
Hold on. New member, Debbie. Thank you, Debbie Clark. Debbie Clark, new member. All right, Debbie Clark. Thank you.
Hey, Nell.
Yeah.
I need my 35%.
You got that coming up. Hey, but I don't know where y'all get that. You and Mickey kill me with that 35. It's 15%, man.
Mickey listen to Barry Gordon, man.
Listen, Unc, it's 15%, man.
Mickey listen to Barry Gordon because he say Ray. Hey, I love you, man.
All right, love you, man.
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.
You're now rocking with Terrence Sale on Flint's #1 online podcast, Flint After Dark. We speak for the streets.
Y'all remember to support the platform, man. Send $1 in $ Flint After Dark 810, y'all. Support the platform so me and Unc keep sending y'all this, give me all this raw info, man. I appreciate y'all. I really do, man. This is Snow, man. I'm out of here. Peace.
It's your boy, Terrence Sales, a.k.a. Mr. Speak for the Streets, a.k.a. Big T, and you locked in to the #1 podcast in Flint, Michigan, Flint After Dark. We speak for the streets.
I'm from Flint, Flint. Fight like it's no tomorrow, motherfucker.
You are now tuned in to Flint After Dark, Flint, Michigan's #1 online podcast show. Make sure that you follow us on all social media platforms. Speak for the Streets, ENT. Make sure that you follow the homie Terrence Sales on Facebook at Terrence Sales. And make sure that y'all stay locked into the #1 podcast in Flint, Flint After Dark. Speak for the streets, baby. Flint After Dark. Speak for the streets. Flint After Dark. Now rocking with Terrence Sale on Flint's #1 online podcast, Flint After Dark. We speak for the streets.